Good morning, everyone. How we doing today? Today we are jumping into a pull day. If you like this workout, make sure you click the link below. Like, subscribe, like, ding the bell, get notifications. Starting to have a lot of fun with this. The intensity has definitely stepped up, and I attribute that a lot to starting to work out with Sean a little bit. Unfortunately, he's a traveling nurse. He's only got a couple more days left on his contract, so he'll be out of here next week. Tomorrow, I'm going to try to get a chest workout in with him. But today we're doing push day, or excuse me, pull day, back, biceps, rear delts, core, cardio, all that fun stuff. Going to start off again with the bicycle, but I think I want to be doing some wrist curls, wrist twists, focusing more on forearms today while I'm doing that. So we'll see how that works out. Not usually here on Wednesdays, so I expect all the crew to be like, "What are you doing here?" Watch, they will. And that's about all I got. I don't want to bore you. Got a big catering event coming up next weekend, so a lot of prep for that. I'm about to walk through a big ass spider web. Nope. And yeah, that's all we got. I don't know. So let's get after it. Let's see what mischief we can get into today. All right, so starting out, 30 minutes on the bike. Going to do wrist curls, wrist twists every minute on the minute. Just to get a fucking baller forearm workout. And not to mention, like, my shoulders are a little bit beat from yesterday. So give them a little bit of rest on this pre-workout cardio. And we'll hit them heavier while we're actually in the workout. So here we go. See you in 30 minutes. All right, standing rear delt flies. Obviously, you've seen me do these before. But I've also started incorporating the seated rear delt flies, which just hit in a different manner, different angle. One thing I try to focus on is pulling the cables down, right? One thing I try to focus on is pulling the hands apart, not swinging them back. So I'm basically like pushing out to the side. Keeping those arms straight. And with these, I'm doing lower weight, higher reps to really get that burn. Another key point when I'm doing the smaller auxiliary muscles, as I like to call them, is I don't take as much rest in between, only like minute and a half. Next on the agenda is face pulls. And one thing you got to do is make sure you start out with the right grip, underhand grip. I personally like putting myself up against the seat to allow a little bit of stability, focus more on those rear delts than on core and balance. I like to keep the rope a little bit below shoulder level and pull up, pulling the knobs of the rope to the ears. Cable bicep curls, keeping the hand at the end of the bar, and I'm curling up. So I will be incorporating the shoulder flexors a little bit in this exercise. And we're super set those with hammer curls with rope. A little bit of a lean back on these, more of a static elbow. One thing I like about lower weight, higher reps is that you can get to failure without as much form breakdown, in my opinion. I did lower the weight just a little bit on the curls, the hammer curls, just because I noticed I was failing before I got enough reps in. So, so we're nearing the end of the workout. A little bit. Not gonna lie, did these a couple days ago with Sean. My back's still feeling it, but we're going to keep going. One thing about these, you want to make sure that you're getting that good stretch at the top, squeezing the back at the bottom. So this close grip pull downs with these bars really focus on the lats and the biceps, working both muscles quite efficiently. And another quick form note on this. You may see that I'm not just staying static and pulling straight down. I'm getting that stretch up at the top that really elongates those lats, stretches out the biceps before pulling down. It's just the natural movement or body position for this movement. All right, quick pause for the cause because I was thinking about this the other day. I'm just seeing if this would work out. So I'm taking a quick break from the back just to try this out. So this attachment, which I've used for the back, but as a hammer curl. A little bit weird, awkward at best. But I mean, it can work. Definitely works on your grip, but you get an awkward finish to it. But again, smaller grips. That actually may work. That one does not. But yeah. So a little bit of a hammer grip or a hammer curl. I don't know. I'm gonna play around with that because keeps the hands a little bit more static. Equal force on both sides. Definitely works on your grip strength, forearms as well. So see what happens. Probably one of my favorite newest exercise. Chest, center of the chest, on the edge of the seat, and really reach around to pull into it. Last up, we got some quick pull-ups. One set, max reps, Not gonna lie, I'm already fucking beat. So let's see what we can do here. Not great, but I'll take it. Even though I did wrist twist during the cardio, that was more for cardio. This is more for hypertrophy. And I know these are pretty boring to watch, so I'm not going to sit there. I can watch all of them, but I like these because they do emphasize the bicep as well. And of course, lastly, abs. Trying to keep the hip movement down. Get a good stretch at the top. Treadmill walking is in effect. Workout's over, feeling great, back is sore, biceps are tired, core hurts, legs are jelly, but that's how it should be. You shouldn't be walking out of the gym feeling fucking, oh, great, I could run another fucking marathon. No. But a lot of these exercises, I like today was more of a lat focused workout where I'm getting that work in the lat for that V taper or that X factor look. Um, on my upper body day, I do more pull ups, which are more upper back focused, where I don't keep my elbows in, I keep them wide, so I'm hitting that upper back, really stressing it out, and creating growth all around. So, but I'm feeling really good. It's been a great workout. Humid as fuck, sweating my balls off. Now, on to the cardio aspect of it. Easy walk, 30 minutes, hill profile. So I go up and down. I'll burn about 300 calories, give or take. And thing I like about treadmills is that you go, just the treadmill keeps going, so you just keep walking. Whereas in like bicycle, it's not automatic. You have to pedal to keep it going. So keeping your speed consistent. So it's a little bit harder to maintain that. You have to kind of focus a little bit more on that, especially if you're doing the other things like I do with the side lateral bicep curls, forearms, whatever. That makes it a little bit harder to concentrate on it. So, but that's all I got for today. Feeling great. The workouts this week have been super intense. Definitely up the intensity level. Feeling good about that. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Hit the bell so you're alerted anytime I put out new content. And I promise to get caught up on these videos. I know I'm lagging behind a little bit. That's on me. See you guys next week. Keep grinding.